Units of the Syrian army and armed forces continue to tighten the grip around foreign-backed terrorist organizations across the country, killing and injuring scores of them. The Syrian Minister of Information Omran al-Zabi says that the victories achieved by the Syrian army and the Lebanese resistance in Qalamun consist a big loss for Israel. The Syrian Arab Red Crescent branch in Deir ez-Zor starts to distribute food aid to the city's neighborhoods. Good afternoon. This is news in English from the Syrian Arab television in Damascus. We start with developments on the field and in the southern countryside of Idlib city to the northern parts of Syria, where the Syrian Arab army inflicted heavy losses on Takfiri terrorist organizations. A military source said that the army units destroyed 14 vehicles equipped with heavy machine guns to the east of the city, killing and wounding scores of terrorists from al-Nusra Front. The Air Force also launched strikes against al-Nusra terrorists to the east of the brick factory. And we move to Dar'a in the southern parts of Syria, and in the countryside of the city, Syrian army units eliminated scores of terrorists in Kafar Shams and Mahja villages. Terrorists from the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, ISIS, committed a new horrible massacre in Homs province, killing 30 civilians. ISIS terrorists broke into citizens' houses in Al-Amiriyah town and the northern eastern farms of Palmyra city, killing more than 30 civilians, most of them children, women and elderly. ISIS terrorists had also displaced tens of families, torched many houses after looting citizens' properties, and used houses as caches for storing up weapons and ammunition. Information Minister Omran al-Zabi said that the victories achieved by the Syrian Arab army and the Lebanese resistance in Al-Qalamun area constitute a big loss for Israel, adding, "Victory is the only and last choice for us." In an interview given to Al-Manar TV channel, al-Zabi said that the battle in Al-Qalamun area serves the Lebanese people's interest and their state, and limits the terrorists' ability to sneak into Lebanon, thereby protecting the Lebanese people and the areas north, south and east of Al-Qalamun. He noted that the Syrian army and the Lebanese resistance are well aware that the terrorists who fight in Al-Qalamun are trained and have advanced weapons, and their plans are probably made by Turkish, Israeli, Saudi or Qatari military leaderships and intelligence, stressing that the latest media war hasn't affected the Syrian people despite of its fierceness and the military attack accompanying it in different areas. ISIS terrorist organization established control over the main government complex in Al-Ramadi city. A security source in the city and in the Iraqi government said that several Iraqi soldiers were killed or wounded as a result of 2 explosions of car bombs that took place in the center and north of Al-Ramadi. Meanwhile, the Iraqi army started to send military fortifications to repel ISIS terrorists from the city. Saudi warplanes continue to breach the truce by launching airstrikes against Aden and other Yemeni cities and launching missiles against border areas. Meanwhile, the city of Sada was heavily bombarded by missiles amid intensive flight of Saudi reconnaissance warplanes in the sky of the city. Scores of missiles were also launched into the border areas of Al-Hasama and Al-Mazraq. Atakia Sulaimaniya is a building located on the bank of Barada River east of Damascus National Museum. A closer look into that monument in the following report.
Atakia Sulaimaniya, one of the most important historic landmarks in Damascus city, houses a marketplace for traditional handicrafts such as damask, wood carving, silver works, handmade glass, mosaic and more.
I actually like to come here with my friends to spend our time. And I like this place with its decorated decorated buildings. I like this mosque and the Kia Sulaimaniya is the greatest place in old city and in Syria, and we like to come here to enjoy our time with my friends.
Takfir Sulaimaniya is a large complex containing a mosque, museum, marketplace and a school. As it was built between 1554 and 1560, Takfir Sulaimaniya is located on the bank of Barda River east of Damascus National Museum. It was built where the castle of King Al-Zahir Papers once stood before it was turned down by Tamerlane. If you want to visit Syria, you should come to visit Takfir Sulaimaniya. It's one of the most great places in Damascus. For English News, Abdullah Al-Haj, the Syrian TV.
And with this, we conclude our news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region, and to view this bulletin again, you can always visit our website in English, www.syriaonline.sy. Now the latest business and market news with Nariman, but after a short break.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. The Red Crescent branch in Deir ez-Zor started to distribute food aid on a number of the city's neighborhoods. Deir ez-Zor Governor Muhammad Qadir Al-Ayniyeh affirmed that about 80 tons of food aid were distributed, referring that new quantities were on their way to the governorate. The monthly shopping festival organized by Damascus Chamber of Industry as part of Life Syria 2015 campaign was opened on Monday at Al Jala Sport Hall in Mezze in Damascus with the participation of 60 companies. More in the following report.
Damascus Chamber of Industry affirmed that this festival was the third one, adding that it helps consumers find products at reasonable prices as there are considerable discounts. Damascus Chamber of Industry highlighted that the success of the two previous festivals has led to an increased turnout of visitors, adding that the good turnout indicates that the national economy and industry are recovering.
We participate in this event to say that we are here to achieve the best result, to touch the client directly. And thank you for the Syrian television. You are welcome.
We are here for second several of company عيشها غير, and we are here. We see a lot of companies, and we invite you to visit us on the Hall Al Jala and share us of the company عيشها غير. Thank you.
This festival lasts until May the 17th. Live Syria 2015 is an initiative that will continue throughout the year, with the participation of individuals, establishments and companies from the public and private sectors, with the aim of providing facilitations and services to people and improve their living standards.
The campaign to intervene to support the Syrian pound in the face of the economic war waged against the homeland continued today. The campaign, which was titled The Syrian Phoenix, works through the expatriates buying Syrian currency or depositing US dollar into banks in Syria. The expatriates can come in person and open bank accounts or exchange US dollar at the Central Bank of Syria. This can be done in any Arab or foreign country through the banks which have branches in Syria. Arif Al-Tawil, a Syrian actor who is one of the campaign's co-founders, said that the campaign has already received currency transfer receipts of considerable amounts from Syrians living in Canada, Australia and the United Arab Emirates. The Syrian Phoenix campaign will continue for several days and will be followed by weekly intervention moves. Director of Damascus Security Exchange Market, Dr. Abdulrahman Mari, said that the Memorandum of Understanding with the Iranian Security Exchange Market included the prospects of scientific and vocational cooperation between the two bodies. Mari added that the memorandum, which was signed recently in the Iranian capital Tehran, included exchange of experiences and plans of making training courses either in Syria or Iran, and to allow experts from Iran to provide advice and training courses for Syrians in this field. And now over to some main currencies exchange rates according to the bulletin of the Central Bank of Syria. Ladies and gentlemen, this was our economic news for today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.